Welcome back, Yoga Kids. I'm Yoga Kim. Thanks for coming. Today we're going to talk about bedtime stories. And I think the best bedtime stories are the ones you have heard over and over again. Maybe since you were a very, very little baby. Those are the ones we hold dearest to our heart. And today I have a story to share with you that was enjoyed by my own children a long time ago and children all over the world. I bet you know it. It is called Goodnight Moon. And Goodnight Moon is an excellent yoga story too. So we're going to do a little bit of before the bed yoga. Then I'll read you the story. Then we'll add some yoga to the story. And then we'll relax, maybe right in your own bed. You could do this book in your bedroom. Get ready for bed. Are your jammies on? I wish mine were. Let's stand up. I'm going to pretend I'm in my bedroom. Stand in mountain pose. Stand tall and straight. And just like we always start yoga, take a deep breath in your nose. Breathe out your nose too. Notice how good that feels. Now bring all your weight onto one foot. Let's do tree pose. I like doing tree pose at night because it makes me feel calm, steady, and balanced. Take a deep breath through your nose. Look at something for focus, and maybe take your branches high. Maybe lift your foot off in balance. Keep breathing in and out of your nose as your branches stretch up and your foot presses down like roots. Don't hop, trees have roots. Very, very good. Even if you start to wiggle, you are practicing yoga. Let's do the other way. Can you spread your toes out? That makes them look like roots. Bring your hands together, press your hands together. Stand your tree tall. Check your balance. If you feel wiggly, put your foot down again and again. It is your tree pose. If you want to add some branches, stretch through your pinky finger. Lift your chest. Hold your tree, hold it. And come back to mountain. In our story today, we are going to do the moon pose, and I want to show you a standing moon pose. It's called the standing half moon. Bring your feet together and bring your arms over your head like this. There we go. Breathe in, stretch your moon tall, and breathe out, bend your moon to the side. Go back and forth a few times. Breathe in on the way up. Breathe out on the way down. Feel a good stretch on the side of your body. How about two more? Point your moon up to the sky and come back down and mountain. Notice how you feel. Open your arms, open your wings, and fold over into a rag doll. I'm going to show you sideways. Let your knees bend a little, that feels comfy. And let your head dangle. Let your hair dangle. It is very good to bend forward before bed. It sends a message to our brain that we are calm and relaxed. Let's do it two more times. Ready? Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold over, ragdoll. Last time, up we go. Big breath. Exhale, breathe out, come down. Now step back into down dog. Down dog also makes us feel calm because our head is down. If you feel like barking, go ahead. Stretch your arms, stretch your back. Let your heels go down to the yoga mat. Stay here as long as you like, and when you start to feel tired, Come into child's pose and rest. I'm going to come closer to you. Here we go. Are you resting? Remember that child's pose is the position you were in inside your mommy's tummy. So it makes you feel calm and quiet and very cozy. Are you ready for the story? Sit up. Wear those glasses. There you are. All right. Good night, Moon. There it is. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs. And 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens and a little toy house and a young mouse. Can you find the mouse? And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush and a quiet old lady whispering, hush. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens, and good night, mittens. Good night, clocks, and good night, socks. Good night, little house, and good night, mouse. Good night, comb. Good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady whispering, hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. And that's the end of the story. I bet the mouse, or the bunny, is ready for bed. Maybe the mouse is too. I'm going to read you the story again, but this time we're going to do yoga. Are you ready? Let's sit cross-legged. In the great green room, there was a telephone. And you know what? Can you pick up your foot and pretend it's your telephone? Ring, ring. Hello? Oh, I think it's Grandma. Hi, Grandma. I'm ready for bed. Put your foot down. We better try the other leg. In yoga, we always want to stretch both legs. Who are you going to talk to? Daddy, maybe? Ring. Hey, Daddy. Time for bed. Isn't that silly? There was a telephone and a red balloon. And in yoga, we have a breath called the balloon breath. Put your hands on your belly. Breathe in. Blow up your balloon. Breathe out. Let the balloon come back. Picture your balloon. Is it red or is it a different color? Maybe mine's purple tonight. One more time, blow up your balloon as big as you can. And leave the air out super duper slow. Feels good. And a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. We're going to do cow pose. Come onto your hands and knees. Let your belly hang down and look up. Moo. Moo. And now another moon pose. Bring one foot up. Put your foot flat. Press forward and arch up. This is called the crescent moon lunge. Whoa, they're all over. There we go. Shall we try the other leg? Ready? Make sure your foot's down. Push, arch up, look up, big breath, and come on down. And there were 3 little bears sitting in chairs. We're going to do the chair pose. Stand up and pretend you are a chair. Want to do a rocking chair? 1 bear, 2 bears, 3 bears. Whew. That makes my leg muscles very strong. And 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens. Coming back into your hands and knees, the cat pose, we push our back up to the sky, round down. Meow. Meow. Can you pretend you're wearing mittens? Stick your thumbs out, bring your fingers together. Hi, mittens. Hi, mittens. Hi, mittens. And a little toy house. Can you make a roof? And a young mouse. Squeak. And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush. What is mush? Let's make a bowl. Comb your hair. Oh, that's good. Let's stir up the mush. I think mush is like a cereal, maybe for breakfast or a bedtime snack. Can you stir the mush the other way? Quiet old lady whispering, hush. And this quiet old lady really looks like a bunny rabbit to me. Do you remember her? I'm going to teach you the bunny breath. Breathe in through your nose. Wiggle it up like a bunny. And then leave it out. Hush. 2 more times. Ready? Bunny breath. Good night, room. Good night, moon. And then look out the window and see the moon. Would you like to try our standing moon pose one more time? I have to come way in the back so you can see my arms. Stretch up and curve your moon. Keep your feet on the floor. Don't tip over. Stretch your body. Maybe tonight before bed, you could peek out the window and see if you see the moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Here we go. Ready? Moo. And jump over the moon. Moo. Other leg. Jump over the moon. Very good. Good night, light, and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens. Meow. There's 2 of them. And good night, mittens. Good night, clocks, and good night, socks. I am not wearing any socks, but I do have a good yoga pose about a clock. It's called eyes around the clock. I'm gonna get my glasses off. And it uses the muscles all around your eyes. Sit up tall. Keep your head very still and look up to your ceiling and down to the floor. Up and down, up and down. Now look side to side. Don't move your head, move just your eyeballs. Come back to center. Now we're going to look all around the clock. Ready? Up to the ceiling. 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock. Look at the floor. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Once more, eyes around the clock, and then rest in the middle. Think you can go backwards? Let's try it. Ready? Start up at the clock, up at the ceiling. 12 o'clock, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go around again. That is called counterclockwise. If your eyes are tired, close them for just a minute. Take a big breath. Tired eyes are nice before bed. Good night, little house. And I was thinking about the word home. People call their house their home, and inside the word home is the word om. Can you make your house? And we're going to chant. Ready? Breathe in. Home. 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 I hope your home is filled with home. Good night, little mouse. Good night, comb. Good night, brush. Do you brush your hair before bed? Good night, nobody. That's silly. Good night, mush. Come back to your mush. I think tonight I'm going to put a little cinnamon in my mush so I can really smell it. Stir it up. Go the other way. Do you like cinnamon? Let's pretend the mush smells so good that we want to get a closer smell. Ready? Let me hear you. Maybe we want to eat it all up. Good night to the old lady whispering, hush. Do you remember the bunny breath? Good night, stars. Good night, air. Let's do the star pose. Show me your peace fingers. Peace. Stars are so peaceful. We're going to take our peace fingers and we're going to stick them in between our big toe. We're going to grab our big toe. Can you do both feet? Can you balance? Keep your chest up and open up your star. Maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit more, maybe the whole way up. Take a breath. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. And here, our bunny has turned out the lights. I do think there's lights in the playhouse. Huh? And maybe you could turn the lights out a little bit in your room, even down a little bit. It's very hard to sleep with very bright lights. I like to turn my lights down too. I brought my friend the bunny today, since our story was about a bunny. And I'm going to show you how to do belly breathing with your bunny rabbit or any toy that you like at your house. So get in your bed. Maybe, I'll put bunny here, maybe you'd like to do a couple more yoga poses. I love to pull my knees in and rock back and forth. Maybe I could stretch one leg and stretch the other leg. Open your arms, drop your knees over to one side and twist your belly. Go to the other side too. If there's any other yoga pose you want to do, you could take time to do that. And one more time, big breath. And then grab your favorite stuffed toy and put him right on your tummy. Stretch out into resting pose, right? This isn't nap pose. This is the resting pose from yoga. Your arms are down, your head is looking at the ceiling, and you're breathing in your nose and out your nose.
And as you breathe in, your bunny or your little friend goes up in the air. And as you breathe out, the bunny goes down. We could imagine that our animal is taking a little ride on our breath, up and down, up and down. You can stay here as long as you want. You may even start to feel sleepy and very, very relaxed. And then when you're ready, get your animal and roll into any comfy pose you like for sleep. I like to sleep on my side. I hope you have a very, very good night's sleep. Come back and join me for another bedtime story soon. Namaste. Don't forget to subscribe. Kim Volinovic on YouTube. Thanks for coming.